Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is James, I'm 25 years old and I'm an actor. What's on the cards for today? Right, well today I've got a few things to do. Go for a walk is one of them. I've already trained, that's another one. I've got physio to do after. I've got really bad knees and I had an MRI scan not too long ago and apparently they're fine. which is bizarre because I have quite bad pain in my knees, especially when I sleep. But when I move and walk and run and stuff, oh my god, it's terrible. Yeah, I've got 8 weeks worth of physio to do, so I'm going to do that after I eat. What's on the menu today? I'm going to have scrambled eggs, bacon on 2 slices of toast. Oh yeah, I woke up today at like 6:45, 7, and made a coffee and read for an hour. I've been reading this book called American Kingpin. It's about Ross Ulbricht and the Silk Road. If you haven't heard of the Silk Road, it was a huge drug website on the dark web that was built by this chap from America called Ross Ulbricht. I think he's in prison for the rest of his life now. He definitely is. I listened to this podcast called Case File, and they did a 3-part podcast on the story, and then they referenced the book quite a lot, so I picked up the book on Amazon. I'm a massive fan of true crime. I just love it. It's so interesting trying to figure out and get into the mind and the psyche of these people that commit these heinous crimes. It's just so fascinating to me. And in another life, I'm pretty sure I am an FBI agent because I'm just so fascinated by it. And if the acting doesn't work out, which it will, I'm very much interested in joining the police force because I'm just fascinated by that kind of stuff. How many times can I say the word fascinated? Quite a lot, I think. But anyway, today I've got a few things. I'm going to go for a walk. Have I already said all that? I don't know. But first, yeah, food. Oh my god. The breakfast of champions, my friends. And then what you want to do is you want to grab sriracha. And do the sriracha lid and then little bit of drizzle on the top of the eggs. Great meal to have straight after a workout. I'm going to go and enjoy it, and I'm going to watch an episode of Lost because I'm rewatching Lost for the 4th time. I've watched Lost, bear in mind it's 6 seasons, I think it's 122 episodes in total, and I've seen it 3 times already, and I'm halfway through season 1 again. It's just so good! So I'm going to go and watch another episode of that because I watched about 2 or 3 episodes while I was training earlier. Yeah, anyway, bye.
Like, honestly, amount of people on that, and right, okay, say so.
Have you filmed it? Really?
Yes, I'm going all over social media, bro.
Nice. You're going to be famous, man. That's me pal Nathan. We were having a top secret conversation. He was telling me about a job he's just done. So yeah, that's cool. And I was speaking to him from my watch. I think that's the first phone call I've had on this watch. I've had it for over a year now. That was interesting. Nice. I've eaten. I'm stumped. Feeling a little bit depressed. Right? I know as soon as you mention that word depression or depressed and everyone's butthole goes real tight because it's a bit of a taboo subject to talk about, a bit of stigma attached to it. Yes, I got it. I got labelled with it a good few years ago. I try not to let it define me. In fact, I don't let it define me. I tell you what I do let define me. My fucking OCD though. I've got these Star Wars candles and I just realised that, there we go, they're all in order now. Yeah, I've had it for a while and I struggled quite a lot when I was at drama school, with it. Oh god, I was on my own. I was in my own world at drama school, seriously. I was in my head too much, and it's a bad thing to be in your head too much as an actor. So listen, this is my YouTube channel, innit? I'm honest. If I'm gonna film the rest of this video, I can't go on my merry way and be like la-di-da-di-da, because it's just so forced. So I thought I'd just talk a little bit about it quickly before I go out for a walk. What I'm gonna do to combat it, instead of sitting around, because what I tend to do is I tend to go into a pit, into a rut, and I'll migrate into my bedroom and I'll lay on my bed and I'll sit on my phone for hours, killing my brain cells watching videos, TikToks or whatever, or I'll sit and play Warzone and get angry at Warzone because I'm angry at the world instead of facing my actual problems. And one of the things that I wanted to do when I moved to London was face my problems head on, face my demons head on, work through my past experiences of where I feel like I wasn't the nicest version of myself, and try and figure it all out, and also figure out my childhood and figure all this out that you want to figure out when you're in your 20s, which is proven to be quite difficult because I'm a human being. I can't handle everything at once, as well as trying to be a working actor and trying to figure out finding a side hustle, like a coffee shop job or whatever, which is proven to be difficult for the first time in my life, to pay the bills. So it's a lot to balance. I just wanted to be honest and let you know how I was feeling and what I'm going to do to combat it. I'm going to go into the kitchen, I'm going to make a smoothie, a protein smoothie, and then I'm going to go for a 5 or 6 mile walk. I'm just going to listen to music, listen to a podcast, and get out of my head. and then I'm gonna come back and we'll see what time it is by the time I get back, 'cause it's 4 o'clock now, and then we'll see what's good in the evening. I did my physio earlier. I do a lot of hip thrusts, a lot of side leg raises, a lot of like physio kind of exercises for my knees. Boring, man, boring stuff. You don't want to see it, trust me. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling. So I'm gonna go and fucking not let it take over my life. If you're feeling the same, you're really not alone. You're not alone, trust me. Get up, go out, go for a walk, go for a jog, do something that gets you out of your room. Because yeah, that's my advice. It might not solve all your problems, but it will help in the moment, you know? Oh yeah, before I do go out, I have to make sure I pee 3 or 4 times, because I have a real issue. I drink so much water at the start of the day, the first half of the day, that I just need to pee constantly. So before I go out for a walk, I need to pee like 3 times, not drink any water for at least an hour before I go out. So I'm gonna go pee first, and then, yeah. Right, I've got all the ingredients, I think. I always forget. I make this pretty much nearly every other day, and I still forget. Frozen banana, lactose-free skimmed milk, because it was the cheapest milk they had in Lidl, because it didn't have any oat, which is usually like 75p, which is really cheap. 1 scoop of protein powder. It's actually the last scoop as well, so I'm going to have to spend more money. That's alright though, eh? It's all for the greater good. It's all for the greater good. Wait, I can't remember. What do I put in this? Peanut butter, about a teaspoon. My teaspoon's been sat there for ages. I'm probably going to get ill now. I'm sure I'm missing something. Chia seeds. Chia seeds. You know when people say words that wrong, like some people just say words that wrong, like COVID. Why do you call it COVID? When everybody else in the world calls it COVID. Who are you trying to be, if not yourself? But at the same time, there's another part of me that's like, do you, boo? That's it. I knew I was missing the main ingredient. Freaking oats. These, again, are the cheapest oats in Lidl. But they suck. No, they don't suck, really. I do about 50 grams. I don't put them on the scales, because like I'm not competing in a bodybuilding competition, you know what I mean? This is what it looks like before I put the milk inside. I've not had this with skim milk before. I don't even drink skim milk, but that's what it looks like. And then you put roughly like 200 mils, 250 mils, basically right up to the max line, like that. And then you blend it away. Who drinks skimmed milk? I'm not gonna lie, the skimmed milk ruined it. Why does that sound so violent? Taste test number 2. Damn man, the chia seeds don't blend in at all. Defo gonna continue to make that with oat milk. Obviously I'm going to finish the skim milk because I bought it, but Lidl didn't have any in. I mean they did, they had like £1.15 stuff in, but I ain't paying £1.15 when I can get it for 40p cheaper. Yeah, I'm going to drink this, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to pee 3 more times though before I leave. I've been thinking about this a lot recently. When I was a kid, I'm sure I'm not the only one, I used to look at all the adults and think, oh, I can't wait until I'm older. All the things I'm going to be able to do when I'm older. I can't wait. I kept on wishing my childhood away. Now that I'm an adult, I can't help but think about that distinct feeling I had when I was a child. About just being present in the moment and being able to take everything in, concentrate on everything and absorb it all, and my imagination was wild as well. I can't help but think like, I want that feeling back, that feeling of being present. Sometimes I get caught up in my head too much and it takes me away from reality and what's going on in the real world, and then I start thinking about that feeling as a kid. I don't know, like did you ever get that feeling? I don't know, I can only describe it as just being present. Yeah, maybe it's just a being in your 20s thing. Here's another thought I tend to think about. When I was a kid and I'd watch a movie, I'd be able to watch that same movie over and over and over again and it never get old, because every single time I'd watch the movie I'd completely disappear into it. The camera, it wouldn't be a camera, you know, this film and stuff, it was me that was in it, that was watching everything happen, and I was a part of the film. Now when I watch films, I bloody struggle to stay off my phone because I'm trying to Google all the facts. I'm trying to work out whether that's my curiosity or whether it's just because I'm a trained actor and I did drama school for 2.5 years. And so I know the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, so I want to find the stuff out, which again is like satisfying my own curiosity. But yeah, it's annoying. The only time I can sit through a whole film these days is when I go to the cinema, because I turn my phone off. It's another random thought. You know what? The good thing about coming to this park is there's so many dogs, and the second I see a dog, especially like, I don't necessarily prefer smaller dogs. I love big dogs. I think, you know, once I get my own place and, you know, I'm on the next stage of adulthood, I'll get a big husky or a German Shepherd or Alsatian, whatever you call them. I like big dogs, but whenever I see a little dog just like bouncing along the street, it just makes me laugh so much. Especially those little dogs that have like manes. They're like a baby lion. They just make me, they do cheer me up quite a bit. Just seen one earlier, what, about 2 seconds ago. I can still see it. I'll turn the camera around, but it's a P. You won't be able to see it from here. But yeah.
No, I'm going to pretend to be pissed off. I'll see you later.
Why? Because you're actually doing some housework for a change.
Wow.
When do you ever do the housework?
What, all the time?
When?
Look, you've done it, you literally, like, you, on your own initiative, decided to go around yesterday and move everything, so I can't find anything, and now trying to make out I never do anything. Well, I would love to, but I can't even fucking find a kettle, mate.
Maybe you should change the bins then. I'm going to do some high intensity interval training, alright?
Not using my PlayStation, you're not.
Alright, it's the end of the day. It's 8 o'clock, 8:05 now. I'm going to do 30 minutes of high intensity interval training. It's the last thing I want to do right now, but it's on the list of goals for today, so I'm going to do it. That little voice in my head that's telling me to fucking not do it is getting disregarded. Because that is how we come out on top as champions. Right, I tried a hip hop workout one, which ended up being a dance routine, but I couldn't quite catch it because it's hard. It's hard. I've not danced for like 10 years. I don't think properly. 9 years, because I started off as a dancer before I became an actor. So I'm going to do a body coach 20-minute hit workout. 361 calories in 30 minutes. Total calories burned, 1500. Exercise, 200 out of 30 minutes. And that, my darlings, is everything we had on the list today to do. Set little goals each and every day that you want to achieve. Set bigger goals that you want to achieve by the end of the month. I'm talking like I'm a professional. I only just started doing this week, literally. I've had that set for a few months now, as in like a week planner for a few months now. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video today. We've covered quite a lot. It's been quite a roller coaster of a day. But conclusions, getting out, going for the walk, listening to music, taking my music out and just listening to the sounds of the outside, reflecting, thinking, coming back and doing some HIIT has made me feel a lot better. Moral of the story is, get out, exercise, clear your mind, and you'll feel better. I hope you enjoyed.